What's the deal, family? Welcome back to the Real Distraction channel on YouTube. It's your boy Sean, and we here with another banger for y'all, man. So look, we got the Heist and Battle of North Hollywood. All right, man. Look, this one's brought to us by Popo Medic. Shouts out to them for the video, man. I think I've only done one other reaction from Popo Medic, and that was the Army Rangers vs. Crips video. Go check that one out, please, man. But he does have some dope videos. I like his style on that one. So we back at it again. This one actually just popped up on my feed, and I said North Hollywood. That's in the city. I literally was just in the valley like last week. Literally was just in like North Hollywood. So I'm like, bro, I gotta check this one out. And then I seen he had this other one, how Roof Koreans took back Los Angeles. So I'm most likely going to run that one up as well. If you want me to check that out ASAP, let me know in the comments. Hit that like button, subscribe, all that good stuff. But anyways, let's get into this, man. Quick background. The North Hollywood shootout was a confrontation between two heavily armed and armored bank robbers, Larry Phillips Jr. and Emil Matasareanu, okay? And members of the Los Angeles Police Department in the North Hollywood District of Los Angeles, California, United States, February 28, 1997. The gun battle lasted 44 minutes. The robbers were armed with thousands of rounds of ammunition, custom-fitted body armor, and fully automatic weapons until LAPD SWAT officer Rick Massa arrived on scene. Okay. I've never heard of this story before. Never heard of this situation. None of that, man. But there be a lot of bank robberies in California. It might even be, SoCal might even be the home of like probably the most bank robberies per day, per year or something. It probably is up there in the top 5 in the United States. Easily. But let's check this out, man. If you guys got more videos from me, know what to do. Let me know in the comments. Get at me on Instagram, Sean W. Tyler. And hit that like button, subscribe.
Friday, February 28th. 1997. Two professional bank robbers overtake a North Hollywood branch in Los Angeles. Sporting a military-grade arsenal and covered nearly head to toe in body armor. And as fate would have it, an LAPD officer in the right place at the right time witnessed the moment the gunman entered the bank. The police soon had the men surrounded, expecting the men to barricade inside. But instead, the two robbers swiftly exited the bank, spraying over 1,000 rounds at police. Over 44 minutes did the bank, spraying over 1,000 rounds at police. Over 44 minutes in 2000.
Bro, this real life GTA, bro. Full armor, hopped out the bank, thousands of rounds. That's real life GTA.
1,000 rounds exchanged. The streets of North Hollywood turned into a living hell. The two gunmen behind the North Hollywood shootout first met at a Gold's Gym in Venice Beach, California. Larry Phillips Jr. shootout first met at a Gold's Gym in Venice Beach, California. Larry Phillips Jr.
Bro, I literally used to go to that Gold's Gym. That's crazy.
A Los Angeles native and proficient real estate scammer, and Emil Matasareanu, a Romanian immigrant and college graduate with an above-average IQ. They were close in age and talked everything weightlifting and bodybuilding and whatever else the fuck gym rats talk about. Chicken breasts, probably. Despite the contrast of their upbringings, the two quickly became close friends outside of the gym. They bonded over firearms, philosophical ideas, they talked about their tough childhoods, and their mutual hatred for authority, as Larry Phillips Jr. grew up around an ex-convict father who struggled with the law, and Matasareanu, who grew up watching his home country of Romania violently collapse in 1989 on live TV. Their hatred for the world and the figures who ran it ran deep. In October of 1993, the two found themselves in some serious trouble when they were traffic stopped by an undercover Glendale detective while operating a stolen rental car. When the detective made contact with the vehicle, Phillips gave the officer a fake name. He then asked the men who the vehicle belonged to which Matasareanu replied that the vehicle belonged to Phillips' mother. And after making checks, the detective ordered Phillips to step out of his vehicle, at which point the detective located a Glock 17 with a 33-round extended magazine in Phillips' waistband. Matasareanu, still inside the vehicle, then tucked his pistol beneath the seat. Backup arrived, and both men were taken into custody. The vehicle was seized and a laundry list of weapons and suspicious items were recovered from within, ranging from a Norinco, 1,700 rounds of 7.62, 3 Chinese-made 75-round drum magazines,
Damn.
6 smoke bombs in 6.2, 3 Chinese-made 75-round drum magazines.
They got 225 rounds for whoever, whoever needs the business. 6 smoke bombs, bro. What the hell? This is. Look, bro. Okay, look. I ain't gonna have to go there, but don't let somebody that look like me have all that. Don't let me have a third of this. Don't let me have 1 drum, 175 round drum, 2 smoke bombs. Don't let me have a third, bro. That's life, bro. What are you talking about? That'd be instant life. Don't tell me they just got off on this.
6 smoke bombs, 2 IEDs, a gas mask, wigs, 3 different California license plates, and 2 spray cans of gray hair coloring. That's right,
Wow.
These jokers were locked and loaded with some just for men. Now it's a party. Larry Phillips was charged with conspiracy to commit robbery, grand theft auto, unlawful weapons activity, carrying a loaded and concealed firearm, and felony perjury. On December 27th, both men were only sentenced to less than 1 year.
Bro, 1 year, dog. One year, bro. Bro, let me have a third. Let me have 1 IED, 2 smoke bombs, 175 round drum, whatever else they got. You feel, bro? It's life, bro. 15 years, bro. Off rip. I'm gonna get gang enhancement. I ain't even in the gang, bro. I'm gonna get gang enhancement, bro. That's life in prison, bro. They gonna be like, bro, you got a tattoo of a 3 on the back of your arm, bro. You from the 3 set of some gang. You going to jail for life, bro. You going to jail for life. Come on, bro. That's crazy. This 4 years before they supposedly had this heist. Well, 4 years before they had this heist and shootout or whatever, bro. Come on, bro.
Jail.
That's crazy. Sun Tzu, Art of War.
On June 14th, 1995, in the Los Angeles neighborhood of Winnetka, at approximately 12 p.m., Phillips and Matasarinu stalked a Brinks truck. They followed the armored vehicle until it made a stop. They watched as the guard got out and made a delivery. As the guard returned and opened the back doors of the armored truck and was at his most vulnerable, Phillips and Matasarinu opened fire with AK-47s.
Damn.
Both guards were shot and $120,000 was stolen. The Brinks guards luckily survived, and the robbery quickly made headlines. Given the level of violence, tactics deployed, and weaponry used, the FBI took exceptional interest, who they deemed
For
at
sure.
the time the AK-47 bandits. And it wasn't long until they struck again. On March 27, 1996, in the area of Woodland Hills, Phillips and Matasarinu attempted to overtake another Brinks truck, but miserably failed. They once again stalked the armored vehicle and opened fire after it stopped, but the driver took off. They chased the vehicle briefly before fleeing the scene, and once they got away, they ditched their vehicle and set it on fire. Despite the recent failure, only 2 months later, the men graduated to bank robbery. And on the morning of May 2nd, they initiated their first ever.
Bro, these dudes just moving fast. From 93 to 95, Woodland Hills. That's where my ex-girlfriend used to live. They moving quick, bro. They moving 2 years. All right, man.
Takeover heist.
All right.
They kicked open the bank doors, fired warning shots into the ceiling, swept the vault, and walked out in under 6 minutes with nearly $750,000.
6 minutes?
And high on success after making it out clean, they hit their second score only 29 days later. On the morning of May 31st, Phillips and Matasarinu took over a Bank of America branch in Winnetka. Walking out once again with just under $800,000.
$800,000.
Accumulating a net worth of approximately $1.6 million in 30 days. And by this point,
there has to be a movie on these dudes, bro. If there's a movie made about these guys or these bank robberies, there has to be, bro. Send that to me. Get at me in the comments. Let me know what the movie is, bro.
The FBI Violent Crimes Task Force and local law enforcement were rattled. the suspects were virtually uncatchable. It was evident that the two robbers had gone from violent outlaws to swift professionals in a short period of time, prompting the FBI to change the duo's name from the AK-47 Bandits to the High Incident Bandits.
That's the wackest name change, bro. That's the weakest name, bro. The High Incident Bandits?
Over the next several months, a massive joint operation.
Man, if I gotta go out, don't call me that, bro. Call me AK. I'm still the AK-47 Bandit in full flesh. You know what I mean? Don't call me the High Incident Bandit. What the hell? That's the technical term, bro. I'm the AK-47. You know, AK-74U, Call of Duty, all that, bro. Firing range, all that, bro. Nuketown, bro. The Bandit, bro. I'm the Bandit, bro. What are we talking about?
Operation spanning multiple law enforcement agencies within Los Angeles County sent officers to stage outside of banks and other potential targets of the High Incident Bandits. But the robbers at the time went on hiatus, upgrading their arsenal and mostly planning their biggest score yet. Phillips and Matassarinu narrowed down their options to branch 384 of Bank of America, located in North Hollywood, California. It was the largest bank in the area by far and had the potential to net them at least $2 million for 10 minutes work. It was the optimal location for many reasons. Professional bank robbers tend to hit branches located on street corners for a better escape egress. Branch 384 was a single building lot, meaning not only was it a corner branch, but it had two corners of the lot, with both freeway access nearby and city side streets leading into the valley. It was the perfect stage for the perfect heist. They chose the date of Friday, February 28th, and they loaded up for war. They attached level 3A Kevlar body armor to the front and back of both their torso and extremities, basically making them pretty much invincible against the police who have 9mm. And speaking of bullets, holy shit! They loaded out with Norinkos with full auto conversions, 75-round Chinese magazine drums, a semi-auto HK91, two Berettas, and a fucking Bushmaster XM15 dissipator. They then loaded several thousand rounds of spare ammunition into the trunk of their white 1987 Chevrolet Celebrity. And both men knew there was no going back. They dug their graves in their past robberies, and after getting busted once, they knew they would be facing life in prison, unspoken, but likely even fearful of one another, and the idea of their counterpart cooperating with authorities in exchange for a lighter sentencing. They knew from here on out, contact with law enforcement could only end one way. And on the morning of the robbery, the men each took an unknown dosage of phenobarbital, a central nervous system depressant to basically Master Chief the shit out of their nerves. They suited up, drove to the bank, synchronized their watches, and at 9:17 a.m., Larry Phillips and Emil Mastarinu clashed through the doors of Branch 384, firing rounds into the ceiling and declaring aloud, "This is a fucking holdup."
Bro, the 90s were different. Because, like, nowadays, bro, there's so much technology, cameras, self-snitching, Twitter, just, it's so much going on, bro. There's no way I feel like this would have even, it wouldn't even been able to get to this point. They would have caught him after that first or second one. But we got to realize it's the 90s, bro. So the cameras is limited to Wi-Fi. I don't even, like, was Wi-Fi even a thing like that back then? You know what I mean? Like, you dial up, bro. You got to plug in for real, for real. So, communications are different. So, this, I feel like nothing like that has happened since then. Like, nothing like this has happened since this happened. I doubt that there's any other, like, crazy, like, stuff like this going on, because it'd be too easy to just get caught up nowadays. But, still crazy, though.
While on routine patrol, as fate would have it, LAPD patrol officer Martin Perello entered the bank's intersection of Archwood and Agnes when he spotted the two heavily armed gunmen entering the bank at 9:17 a.m. And just like that, the milliseconds before the heist started, it was already over.
5840, requesting assistance. We have a possible 211 in progress at the Bank of America. Bank of America. Located in North District. We have shots fired.
Inside the bank, the gunmen took over, while continuing to open fire into the ceiling. and after gaining everyone's compliance, Phillips and Matasarinu began shooting at the bulletproof door that gave access to the bank tellers and the vault. The door, which was only made to withstand small caliber ammunition, broke open after a few shots from their modified Norinkos. The men then forced the tellers to fill their bags with the money from the vault. As they held the door, watching over their shoulders, they realized there was a big problem. There was way less money in the vault than they had anticipated. The adrenaline partnered with the intense stress led the two men to unravel, and bursts of gunfire continued solely out of rage. Matasarinu became so enraged that he emptied a 75-round drum magazine into the vault, destroying the rest of the money. In total, the
Dog. Bro, like, you already doing some high risk ass shit. You know what I'm saying? They definitely smart. 100% smart. I'm not saying they're stupid. But there was a lack of judgment at some point, right? Like, bro. Y'all already made more money. Y'all have already got more money than most people that a lot of people are going to make in their whole lifetime, right? This is great. This is all great, right? So you already made more money than more people are going to make in their whole lifetimes in within like, what, a month and like a couple days or something like that. 30 days, 31 days. So you could just play smart with that. Okay, so now you got to get some more money, whatever. While it's dirty, you got to like clean it, all that other stuff, right? Launder it out, all that shit. So, but bro, to destroy the money that is in there, that you could just easily take right now, walk your ass out the building, and maybe off a sliver of a chance you might get away. Even though it's already over. They already got the police on the way. But you might get away if you just take this money now and leave. But no, you want to go destroy it. Empty a whole drum of bullets. Like, I'm just saying, if I'm playing a GTA mission and my partner did that on Grand Theft Auto, like the video game, I'm going to be like, bro, I ain't playing with you no more. But this is real life. So, you don't get to just restart with a new partner. You know what I'm saying? That's crazy.
tellers only packed $300 and $3,000. Meanwhile, outside of the bank, LAPD officers Perello and Farrell enter the perimeter of a parking lot across the street and are soon joined by multiple officers rushing in to the area. An anxious Larry Phillips noticed the silence outside of the bank. There was no longer any foot traffic outside, or even a single car on the usually busy roadway. He walked halfway out of the bank and heard nothing but the freeway noise coming from a half a mile away. And in that moment, he realized the police were waiting. At which point both men could hear sirens of the cavalry of the LAPD responding, as well as the sound of exploding dye packs in the money bags, rendering the bills completely useless.
Yep.
The officers outside were coordinating what they thought would be a barricade situation, until Larry Phillips stormed out of the North ATM lobby entrance, spraying rounds at officers with his Norinco, immediately injuring 7 officers and 3 civilians from 200 feet away. They returned fire at the robbers, but their 9mm had little effect on the heavily armed gunmen. LAPD officer James Zaborvan, only a few months out of the academy, gets a shot off on Phillips, wounding him. The gunman turns his attention to Zaborvan, who dives across his fellow officers, blocking the shot. He then seeks cover into a nearby dental office, where a dentist by the name of Jorge Montez quickly turns his dental office into a makeshift emergency room. And at this time, the elite members of the prestigious LAPD SWAT team arrived on scene. Many of the members, at the time, were even founding fathers of the LAPD's first ever SWAT team, who had a fierce reputation and a highly successful rate of solving the problems within high-risk incidents.
Rick Massa.
Phillips retrieves the HK-91 and begins sniping news helicopters with 308, hitting a KCAL-9 chopper's rear stabilizer, until a group of officers who raided a nearby gun store to obtain higher caliber weapons.
This is literally Grand Theft Auto, dog. Like, I'm just saying. Bros came in there with freaking full on SWAT. They more armored up than the SWAT team. Come out the fucking bank, bop, 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 blasting everybody, shooting out helicopters with sniper rifles. You got the police. Police is taking over fucking emergency rooms. They robbing. The police is robbing the gun store, bro. The police is robbing the gun store so they can fight these 75 cops plus a fucking SWAT team is robbing the gun store so they can have a fair shootout against these two dudes, bro. My mind is like poof right now. This is crazy, bro. I'm surprised I never heard about this.
Returned and landed a shot on the HK-91, disabling it. Phillips picked back up his Norinco until his weapon stovepiped. Not knowing how to clear the malfunction, he pulled out his Beretta and continued firing at police. And suddenly, realizing it was the end, Larry Phillips took his own Beretta and ended his life. Matasarinu tried to escape by hijacking a civilian's truck, but failed. The SWAT team saw this and took advantage of Matasarinu's exposed position and moved in to engage him while taking cover behind a patrol vehicle. The SWAT team opened fire, but they couldn't find an angle on Matasarinu, taking cover behind the engine block of his vehicle. LAPD SWAT officer Rick Massa decided to prone out and found the exposed feet of Matasarinu, got a good sight picture, and opened fire, hitting Matasarinu twice in the ankle. Matasarinu collapsed and began skipping rounds towards the SWAT team from beneath the vehicle while laying on his back. And with Matasarinu's body now exposed and still skipping rounds towards SWAT officers, the SWAT team opened fire. And after being shot 29 times, Matasarinu surrenders to police.
29.
As they secure...
Bro got shot 29 times. Not shot at. Shot 29 times. He literally got GTA health. I'm just saying, bro, this is crazy.
Matasarinu's weapon and place him in handcuffs to search for additional weapons. Officer Rick Massa stands over him. Matasarinu looks up at Massa and asks him to finish him off, to which Officer Massa declines and says, "I'll see you in court." Matasarinu succumbed to his wounds and died 56 minutes later. As the deadly shootout came to an end, the SWAT team entered the Bank of America to rescue the employees and customers from the vault. After the incident occurred, the LAPD realized the importance of firepower after realizing their 9mm fucking sucked. And they received 600 M16s from the Pentagon, officially birthing the requirement of patrol rifles. One year after the incident occurred, 19 LAPD officers received Medals of Valor and were even commended by then-President Bill Clinton. Despite the injuries, the shootout is regarded as a success for police, who were severely outgunned and managed to prevent any civilian or officer fatalities. The pop culture and lore of the North Hollywood shootout runs deep. From a Megadeth song to a made-for-TV movie,
Hold up.
shootout runs deep. From a Megadeth song to a made-for-TV.
So there's a movie. Why do I feel like Michael Madsen, Mario Van Peebles? I feel like I've heard of this movie. Something's making me feel like I've seen this movie, but I don't think I have.
TV movie, countless documentaries, to an op-ed in Rolling Stone magazine. It's estimated that Phillips and Matasarinu fired close to 1,200 rounds, with the LAPD returning close to 650 rounds. The North Hollywood shootout will always be regarded as one of the most dangerous confrontations between robbers and police that America has ever seen. Hey guys, if you enjoyed...
Hey man, that was crazy. The Heist and Battle of North Hollywood. Dope story. I've never heard of that before. I'm damn near gonna go ask like my family and other people's about that or whatever. So hopefully you guys enjoyed that video, man. If you guys got more stuff you want me to check out, especially Shouts out to Popo Medic as well. Make sure you go subscribe, go watch over there. Subscribe to this channel if you want me to keep bringing like these real crazy stories and videos of just the reality of the world that we live in, man. You know what to do. Hit that like, subscribe, continue to send me stuff, all that good stuff, man. I love y'all, appreciate y'all. Remember to keep it real, real is rare. Real always reaches everyone. See y'all next time. Peace.